Hi, Mickey Quinn here with Retail Level Up. In today's Moment with Mickey, we're going to be talking about filling up your gas tank. Have you ever felt that you were just so busy that you don't even have time to stop and fill up your gas tank? And what happens when you fail to do that? You find yourself stranded on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, very frustrated with yourself, and everybody else is extremely frustrated with you too. So when we get busy and we're just businesses, booming, or changes are happening, and we have to be reacting to, the latest requirements or mandates or whatever it is that's causing us to be crazy with our hair on fire, we sometimes lose sight of doing those little seemingly insignificant tasks that are the ones that fall off of our to-do list easily because we just don't have time. And yet, those tasks are the things that contribute to the building blocks of a strong foundation of any profitable business. Things like having a company-wide meeting where all of the employees can hear what's going on and give feedback. Maybe it's having touch bases with your direct reports, or it's staying in touch with customers. Those are seemingly insignificant tasks that, when business is just crazy, they kind of fall off of the to-do list. So how do you get back to the basics? How do you make sure that you're not letting these little tasks fall off the wayside? Well, there's 3 important areas to pay attention to. Number 1, clear, transparent communication. We are so much more successful when we understand the why. Now, that doesn't mean that we get to make everybody happy all the time. In fact, as a leader, if everybody's happy with your decisions all the time, then you aren't an effective leader. The leader has to make some tough decisions. But we're so much better when we understand the why behind the decisions. So communication takes planning, consistency, and involvement. Those company-wide, department-wide, store-wide meetings are important, whether they're in person or virtual, because people deserve the opportunity to know what's going on and what the plan is. And giving your people an opportunity to provide input and feedback is critical to any business's success, because sometimes the best ideas come from the people on the front lines. So clear, transparent communication. Number 2, creating an engaging employee environment. Don't let the higher unemployment rate lull you into a false sense of security that if anybody leaves from your team, you'll be able to replace them without a problem. The competition is fierce for the best employees. It takes engagement, making sure that you are attracting and retaining the best people, and that takes engagement and involvement and planning and time. So your people are the most valuable asset that you have. Invest in them. Provide them with training so that they can feel like they have a career path and that they're growing. Provide a compelling compensation package that's well-rounded. Give them a feeling of buy-in, and they will deliver performance for you. So create an engaging employee environment. Third, create a compelling customer experience. And of course, the sales part of the transaction is a top priority. You want to make sure that the customer has a great experience with their checkout, with the experience that they have in your store. The transaction is one part of it. But the communication that you have with the customer beyond just the transaction is equally important. How are you maintaining a presence in front of your customer? How are you communicating with them after the transaction, before the transaction? What's your presence on social media? What are you adding as value to your customer? We can sometimes get not focused, but we get a little hung up on the numbers of the likes and the comments and the shares that we get on social media. But there are so many people that don't like, comment, or share when they see a post. And they are eagerly waiting and often reading and looking at your social media, your website. And you might not even realize that they're doing it because they're doing it silently. Your presence has a big impact, and you need to be consistent and clear with your communication with your customer that's active and engaging, but also the passive engagement where they see your presence online, in advertising, in social media. What is the presence and the message that you're sending to your customers? So there you have 3 key building blocks that every successful business needs to pay attention to. And these are seemingly insignificant tasks that often fall by the wayside when things get busy. Communication, engaging with your employees, and your customer experience. All of them are simple to do, but they're also simple not to do. And that's the key. You want to make sure that they're still happening, because those are the building blocks to success. For more tips like this, and to schedule your own free consultation with Retail Level Up, visit retaillevelup.com. Be sure to sign up for our email subscription. We send Monday Motivation and Top Tip Tuesday. And we also have a podcast now. Just search for Retail Level Up, and you'll be able to find us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Because now, even more than ever, it's time to level up.